virtually at the end. Coach, whenever you're ready, take it away.
Well, I may thought y'all'd be here at 10 o'clock when y'all came to work today. I mean, man, what a weird day. I mean, just a crazy day, first of all. I appreciate our fans for hanging in there. I mean, crazy day, weather, craziness in the first half, but I really do appreciate our fans, just for hanging in there with us. When the guys needed it, they were there for them, and I really appreciate that. But I'm proud of our team. There's a lot of things that win football games, but two of the things that you got to have not just win a game, but to have a really good team and good season is you got to have resilience, and you got to have some courage. You got to have some freaking courage. And, about everything that could go wrong was going wrong with these guys. And obviously you're coming off a really disappointing week and a lot of, noise for these kids. And, again, managing disappointment. And then you step in there and all of a sudden it's like craziness. And you can't spot a team like that 2 touchdowns. And that's what we did. The first touchdown was 100% on us as coaches. Should have never happened. And we did a poor job recognizing they had a personnel that we hadn't prepared for, and we put Jamal in a bad position there. So that's where we got to be better, and getting the timeout called and not letting that happen. That's number one. And then you kind of hang in there and battle around, and you just Cade, put yourself in his situation, right? Like he's been just crucified all week and very disappointing. Didn't play well last week, and now you come into the game and guy stops rushing and puts the ball up. You got an easy little access throw and pick 6. I mean, crazy. But how you gonna respond? And as I told you last week, if the worst part of that game last week was that our best player played poor, sign me up for that. Because there's one thing I got no doubt on, it's what 2's made of. It shines you up or it grinds you up. It's all about what you're made of. I know what that kid's made of. And you saw that tonight. I mean, so now all of a sudden you got that happening. And so the very next drive, he goes right back out there and he takes us right down the field. That throw to Wesco over the Cloud player, man, what a throw. I mean, just gutsy drive all the way down the field, and then once again, you think you got a touchdown, but the knees down. I mean, it's just kind of one thing after another. So instead of 16 to 7, and you're kind of feeling like, okay, we're back where we need to be here. We've spotted them 2 scores. It's 16 to 3, and kind of a different feel. But that drive was huge. Because they picked up that they felt that, and they really needed that, and then they went 5 straight scoring drives, 27 unanswered points after that pick 6. So man, that's what champions do. That's what resilience looks like. That's what courage looks like. That's what toughness looks like, especially mental toughness. And I was super proud of how they responded. So just an incredible fight from our team. And, something that we can build on for sure. But and my favorite part of the game, 5 straight scores in 4.5 minutes. We had a 4.5-minute drive at the end to end the game. Get the ball with 4.5 minutes, and they can't get it back. So just a lot of great things. And, again, got Adam Randall going. I mean, what a gutsy, game for him, too. Again, 4th and 2. He gets the first down. We got the fumble, so we don't get points there off the turnover. It was a missed opportunity. It just like everything was going against us. And, 21 for 112 and 165 all-purpose. I was really proud of Adam, and just thought he made some tough runs. Wesco, obviously, big game, 118 yards. But, man, Cade Klubnik, 18 of 24, 196 yards and 2 touchdowns. And he had 2 drops that I can know off the top of my head. So really proud of just how he responded. Did a good job. We were 3 of 3 in the red zone. We were better on 3rd down. And, again, should have had a couple more. But really proud of what I saw out of that group. And that's what they're capable of doing. So for 2 quarters, we were pretty good. So hopefully we can pick up there as we move forward. Defensively, the biggest thing was the sacks. I mean, we had some really timely sacks that negated some field position. And stopping the fake was huge. It was a great job by Avion there. That quarterback had not thrown any interceptions. So to pick him off 3 times and really Ronan 4, that's why we moved him to DB. He forgot how to catch. So, man, we were fortunate. Those are misplays, you know, because that was the drive that they went on, and we ended up stopping the field goal fake. But, you know, it's 2 good weeks for Ronan. You know, he's had 2 picks in 2 games, gets his hands on the ball. Ricardo, good things happen when you get to the ball. And that ball bounced right off of Ashton's butt. I don't know if y'all saw that. He got a soft tush. We can thank his mom and dad for that. So bounced right up off his tush, and Ricardo's hustling to the ball to get it picked off. And then Ashton had a great pick. But just a really good job. You know, a lot of good. Wade had another big game. Just a lot we got to clean up. I thought we were poor in 3rd and long. You know, we're doing a good job. We're doing a really good job of creating 3rd and long. But we got to do a better job of getting off the field in 3rd and long. So that's an area of improvement. But we're you know, awesome job. That's 2 games in a row. We've won the margin. If we keep that up, we'll win a lot of games. So that's a positive. But to me, kind of the quiet positive in 2 games is our special teams. You know, Hoosier had a couple big kicks. Those were huge. Obviously, we stopped the fake. The execution of the deep onside was a big play in the game. Great job by Robert Gunn, and we kind of caught him off guard, and kids fair catching it, and you know that ball was on the 5. All of a sudden, you're starting field position on the 5-yard line. So I thought that was really well executed. The 30-yard kickoff return by Adam was a big play, but you know, Jack Smith. I'm proud of Jack Smith. I know y'all all been asking me a lot of questions about our punters. Man, he averaged 45. He was 44 last week. He was 45 today, had another 50-plus yarder. So I'm really proud of him and the job that he's done for us these first couple games. And again, you got no Tristan Leigh, no Antonio Williams, who's probably our best, you know, offensive weapon, and then no Khalil. So a lot of guys out, but guys stepped up and they responded, and it was a huge win for us. Anytime you can get a win, it was good. But I think it's the 3rd biggest comeback in Death Valley history. And there's a reason why there's only 3, because usually when you get down like that, you usually get beat. So just proud of the heart of our team and their courage and toughness and resilience to get it done.
Coach, hour and a half delay. It's been a while since you've had one of those. What are you doing in the locker room during that time? Are you just coaching them up the entire time?
Yep. Well, we spent a lot of time as a staff, because when we first, you know, I happened at Georgia Tech, I don't know, 21 maybe, something like that. And then I think my first year in 2009, Boston College, we had like 3 delays, if I remember correctly. That was like, I think that's the longest game in Clemson history. I think. It went all day. It was crazy. But, you know, you go in, first of all, what are we looking at? And they quickly told us that it looked like it was probably going to be 5:15. So that's an hour plus. So we just talked about, hey, let's treat it like pregame, you know, as far as the team. I mean, so we're hydrating, we're getting snacks. Hey, they're listening to their music, kind of like pregame. Get yourself ready to go. Reset. We'd only played 4 minutes or so, a little over 4 minutes, so that's kind of how we went about. And then we get huddled up, you know, offensively and defensively. You know, we got the iPads now, so that's, you can go ahead and see some stuff in real time. And again, just met, and then we got huddled up with our players individually, you know, collectively, offense, defense, and then position group. And then just once they kind of gave us about a 15-minute warning, we stretched in the locker room. So we kind of did a pretty good stretch in the locker room. And then they actually moved it up. We thought it was going to be 5:15. Then they said, hey, we're going to be on the field. I think it was 5:05 that they let us come back out. So then they gave us some time to get back out there. So we just kind of did a little bit more of a team flex and some individual, and then back at it. So it was a weird day.
Dabo, it seemed like the blocking got a good bit better in the 3rd quarter. Y'all weren't really doing anything differently blocking schematic-wise, it didn't seem like.
Yeah, we made some adjustments at halftime. We went to a little bit more of our gap schemes instead of the zone. They were running a lot of inside twists, and they, like the first run, they were picking us. They were picking our center. They were blocking back on our center, picking, and then looping a guy. And so they had a lot of games inside, so we went more to our gap scheme stuff, a little bit more downhill. We did some same side run, we call it in phase. That kind of sparked us and got it going a little bit. So it was good adjustments at halftime.
What do you feel like you guys need to clean up to be able to get faster starts offensively?
Well, we got to catch the ball. That'd be a good start. We had collision on the first third down. We got to make the play. I mean, it's just going to happen. But we got to make the play. That's what we got pads and helmets on for. I mean, it's just that's first and foremost. We've got to make the plays that are there, and we got to take care of the ball. I mean, we got to do a good job there. But this particular game was just weird. Just some missed opportunities early on. So just got to make the routine plays. Just execute.
Do you feel like the team was lethargic at all in the first half, or were you pleased with the effort there?
No, I thought the effort was really good. Effort was excellent. I mean, it just, like I said, it's just some weird stuff. I mean, they hit the double move, and then it's a delay, and then you're back out there, and you get a turnover, and you fumble it. And so effort was great. I mean, you can't ask for a better effort than from Adam right there on the 4th and 2. And so would have been a big first down for us. But we don't get it. So now again, the clock's running, everything's kind of against you, and then they go make a field goal. It's 10-0, and then you get the ball back and you get the pick six. 16-0. I mean, it's crazy. And it was a very simple play, routine play, but the guy stopped rushing and Blake didn't get into him to get his hands down and got backed up and just, a lot of times that ball just falls to the ground, but instead it was a walk-in pick six for him. So you just got to keep playing. And again, the next drive, we go right down the field. And we never looked back. So you just got to respond. Again, it was a weird start, but that's what I was most proud of, again, because it was a very frustrating halftime. But as I told them at halftime, hey, look, it's 4 quarters for a reason. And, we got the better team, but we got to just settle down and let's just make the routine plays. Don't press. I felt like they were pressing. Let's just get our cleats in the ground and let's just go play. And so the opening drive of the third quarter was huge. And again, I felt it, even though we didn't get the touchdown, the drive after the pick six, that was a heck of a drive. And so you kind of felt it there, and then going right down, and then all of a sudden, man, that they started complimenting each other. Complimentary football, bam, bam. We started leaning, score, get the ball back, score, and next thing you know, it's 17-16, and you're about 6 minutes into the third quarter. You go from 16-3 to 7, so now all of a sudden you feel like you're back in it here, and so again, great response. Great second half, great first half last week. There was a lot of great first half, and we didn't quite finish offensively. So now we just got to put 4 quarters together. That's really the next step for this team, and won't get any easier. Going on the road next week, first time, and obviously getting into conference play, and be a great matchup and tough opponent.
Yeah, but how big is it for a standpoint of offense and defense working together that you get the turnover and then boom, next play you score a touchdown?
It's huge. I mean, it was big, and that was a well-designed play. It won the Wesco. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was a very well-designed play. That staff did a good job putting that together, and it was the right time to call it. Great throw, and big time. Cade missed one touchdown to Cole. Cole was right where he needed to be, but then he came back and what a throw to Wesco. I mean, what a throw. Good players make plays, and that was awesome. That's complimentary football. That's what it is. I mean, and that's what you saw in the second half. You saw complimentary football. They didn't score another point. even though we had some frustrating moments on some 3rd and longs, but they didn't score another point. Special teams really performed well, and offense was on fire in the second half. And when we play complementary football, we can be a tough team to beat. But that first half was, I mean, it was Murphy's Law.
Offensive line, as you mentioned, everybody just found their footing in the second half. Did y'all make adjustments, kind of move people around? Braden Jacobs had those scratches there, had the penalty, gave up the sack.
No, like I said, we just kind of went to our more of our gap schemes in the second half. But hey, Braden, man, y'all don't worry about Braden. That was he's getting a chance to play, and obviously he gave up a sack, had a couple misplays there, but man, that kid cares so much. And listen, he's as good a lineman as we've ever signed here. That kid is special, and he'll learn from that. He just didn't set right, didn't use the right footwork, didn't stay on his inside half. I mean, there's a lot of things that he'll improve from, but he's going to be a great one. But I mean, I felt so bad for him after the game because it means a lot to him. And but hey, he's got to play. He's got to play, and he'll learn from it. He'll grow from it, and he's going to be one special guy around here for a long time.
And, it's also didn't get to really celebrate because of the weather and just the craziness of everything. But the reunion day was today. You had 2 teams from your time come back. I mean, what was it like having those guys come back? Who did you get to see as the day went on?
Yeah, and one thing I will say on the OL too is I thought Sadler bumped out and played some tackle. Harris and Elijah. We got Walker Parks. I don't know if y'all saw that. We were able to play him a few snaps. I think that was good for him to be able to get back in the fray a little bit. So that'll be a great shot in the arm for him as he goes into this next week. But, hey, it was good to see our depth show up. And, again, you see the versatility of a guy like Sadler. But as far as I didn't get to see a lot of the teams, but I did get to see some of the guys, at the Tiger Walk. I got to see Gigi Galloway, McDermott. I never met him. Apparently he's like 100 pounds from what he used to be. He was a big lineman. Got a chance to meet him. Dwayne Allen was there. Greg Hugel, got a chance to see those guys. They were honorary captains, so always good to see a lot of the former players, and got to see a bunch of guys last week too, so appreciate them coming back and supporting these guys.
How long is Tristan Leigh out, do you think?
Not long. I mean, it's short term.
Did he get dinged against LSU?
Yeah.
Heldt had another sack tonight in the TFL. Seems like you went after the right edge guy in the portal, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yep, we sure did.
What have you been most impressed about with him?
I mean, he's just a great player. I mean, that's what we went. We needed a guy. I mean, we had to have a guy, and so we needed a guy that could come right in. Again, we had Ari tore his ACL. The other freshman that we really liked went somewhere else, and then we had a really young, good talent leave. So we had to go get a guy that could really walk in the door and be ready. I mean, he's answered that call, and I was happy for him to get a win. I don't think he's had a win in a while, so I was happy for him to get a win. But he's done a great job for us. All those guys are doing a nice job, and just got to keep building on it.
You've seen TJ make a lot of plays these last 2 years. What do you think is the problem with him right now? Holding up the ball?
He just got to finish. I mean, he'll be all right. Same thing. He'll be all right. He's too good a player, but he's just first couple games to me, ball's off his hands, but he's elite, and he'll respond. Just got to finish it.
You think Antonio and them might be back next week? Him and Khalil?
And we'll see where they are Monday. It's kind of a daily thing. They'll be in the training room tomorrow, and I'm sure they'll kind of give me an update on Monday, where they are.
Cade said early on they were throwing some stuff at y'all that you guys weren't really anticipating. Anything in particular stand out in your mind?
Well, they did some things up inside, like I say, went on some of the zone stuff, but the first one, they showed some cover zero look, and then played some zone, and just kind of some void zone stuff, some pressure where they just, basically gave up a couple of, looked like cover zero, but they really were just fire zoning it and, giving up a couple things on the edge. So, but we settled in. And, again, early games are hard. You don't have a lot of tape. You know, you're kind of figuring things out on the fly. As you get further into the season, you start to kind of see a little bit of identity of a team and get to know a little bit more about their personnel. But, you know, 2 hard-fought games for these guys. If one thing, anything, at least we know we're battle-tested. You know, there's some teams out there don't break a sweat till October. This bunch right here now, they battle-tested right out of the gate. So that'll hopefully serve us well.
Do you feel like Cade just staying in the pocket, not scrambling, was one of the biggest advances he made today?
Yeah. I mean, he just looked like Cade Klubnik. I mean, he looked like Cade. You know, the one sack wasn't on him. I mean, that just happened quick, and sometimes you just got to eat it. But yeah, he was poised. He was dialed in. He responded well.
At the end of the second quarter, it seemed like you caught Troy a little off guard, not calling a timeout and kind of forcing them into that 50-yard field goal.
Yep.
How important was that little bit of gamesmanship heading into halftime?
Well, I mean, it was kind of the game within the game. I mean, because I knew that, you know, we just had the one left, and I mean, we weren't going to have much left. And I'm like, you know, it's not like we were going to be able to just rip down the field with 20 seconds. And I just felt like that I wanted to put the pressure on them to either use their last time out or you know, whatever. And so that kind of worked in our favor.
Tor had a couple catches tonight, a couple catches last week.
Who?
Bentancur.
Oh, yeah.
What have you seen in him from a blocking standpoint? How pleased have you been with that part of his game?
Good. I mean, he had one missed block tonight on a back block. We had a guy come down the line on us, but I mean, he's a. Did they score? He's a good football player. I mean, he's just going to get better as he plays. But he's got, you know, he's a big, strong kid. He's willing. He's physical. He's great with the ball in his hands, and you know, got a great career ahead of him. He got a lot of football left to play. Olsen had a big first down for us tonight as well. So you know, tight ends have been pretty solid 2 games.
How do you think the absence of Antonio Williams has helped the receiving corps grow?
Well, it's given Tyler Brown a ton of opportunity in the first 2 games, and I think he's really answered the bell. I mean, he's had 2 good games. I don't know what do you have tonight. He had 3-4 catches or so.
Tyler?
Yeah. What do you have?
4 for 43.
Yeah. So I mean, he had some nice plays. The first and 20, you know, he caught it out in the flat and shot out of a rocket. I mean, that kid can run. He's strong. He's compact. So I would say that's the biggest thing is his confidence really growing because he was out last year. So now all of a sudden he's had to play really big role, big minutes with Antonio out, and that's just going to serve us well when we get Tone back. But Tone, you know, I mean, he's as good a player. I mean, this kid's special, and to not have him, that's a big loss for us. But you know, those guys, especially Tyler, has really, you know, responded well.
After the pick six, could you hear the fans' frustrations coming down from the?
Yeah, I was booing to him. I was booing too. I was booing. Did you hear me booing? I was booing right along with them.
Bother you that they do it?
No, I was booing with them. Yeah, I was booing too. No, it don't bother me. Like, man, expectations are high here, man. Like, we got to play better, and you know, this is a place that cares, and you know, we show we care about how we play, and so you know, that's part of the game. It's a passionate place, and I was right along with them.
A lot of people are going to look at these last 2 games and hit the panic button. Like, what in your mind tells you that this team can still have a special season when it's all said and done? What tells you that?
Who they are. I mean, we're a talented team, talented roster. We've played 2 tough games. Had one that came down to the last play against a pretty good team. I think LSU was pretty good. I don't think they beat us 35-3. It was a game that came down to the last play. And then you saw a team today down, get up, and fight back. I saw resilience and courage and grit and toughness and, like, character, a will to win, no quit. So you got all those things, you got a chance to be a good football team.
After that pick six on Cade, the whole offense seemed to just all come together there right in the middle of the sideline. What was said amongst Coach Luke, Coach Riley, Coach Spiller? What was just the mantra, the motto? Just
Got to flush it. We got to go right. We're going right back. Flush it. We got to go right back. You respond. That's what champions do. You respond. That's what we're talking about. Hey, got to flush it. We're going right back right now. It's reset. And they put a great drive together.
You talked about the pressure that Cade's had over the last week. What did you say to him at the end of the game there where you guys were at the field before he went for the TV interview?
I was just proud. I told him how proud I was of him, just heart of a champion. And that's who he is. I mean, I knew he would respond. I mean, he was very, very disappointed in how he played last week. Just some massive missed opportunity on tape. Massive. And on basic stuff. And just, he was sick. And so, he went right back to work. Focus on what you control, and that's how you respond. A lot of things happen to all of us in life, but your response is what ends up determining the outcome. And he had a great week of practice, and then the craziness of today, and all of a sudden, man, it can just kind of get on you. But it was awesome. I was really proud of that kid. I mean, he put the team on his back. I thought him and Adam Randall really, really played with a ton of heart. But that's who Cade is. That's who he is. I mean, he's a winner. And like I said, he was sick because he knows he missed an opportunity last week. But you got to move on. And then to have everything against you, and you're down 16-3. Or down 16-0, and you got to pick six, and now what are you going to do? Well, how about 27 straight unanswered points, 5 straight scores, and a 4.5-minute drive to end the game? How about that? That was freaking awesome. There ain't many people can do that. I was really proud of him.
Any questions for Coach virtually? Anybody else in the room?
You guys stayed with the run in the third quarter despite trailing by 13 points. How pleased were you that you guys were able to get the run game going after you wanted it last and not it going you guys to the best?
Yeah. Well, again, we just couldn't get out of our own way there in the first half. We got the turnover, got the picks. We just, it's just a mess there. How many plays we had in the first half? It couldn't have been many. But I was really proud of them. I mean, that's what we needed to get done out of the game. We needed to get that going, and they just made up their mind and did an awesome job. I mean, Adam was relentless. The guys did a good job up front. I'm excited. I can't wait to watch the tape, kind of see some things. And again, I thought we made some good adjustments on what we needed to do to get it going. And my message was, look, let's don't play like it's 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter here. We got to settle in. Because I knew they were going to probably play some coverage, and we were going to have to find a way. Because I think going into it with that type of lead, and if they don't give up the big play, you're going to have a great shot. And so we had to show some patience there, and get a little something going. And so once we got the run game going, we got the tempo going, and we just had more depth than them. In fact, I think they ended up calling a couple timeouts just to kind of slow the pace down. The tempo and the run game was our friend in the second half.
The Vizzina QB power play in the first half, what'd you see on that? Is that
Just missed the block.
with him, or?
We just missed the block. Yeah, we wanted to get him in the game early in a critical situation. That was really kind of what we wanted to do with him. And we just missed the block there. And then the next play, we got the first down and we fumbled it. So.
Coach Josh Sapp with his second career start at tight end today. What led to that decision throughout the course of this week?
I have no idea. I don't even pay attention. Sapp, Olsen, Bentancur, I don't know. They just play. I like all them guys. Honestly, it was probably the package that we called, the personnel that we started the game in, the play call. But, I mean, Sapp's a good player. Him and Olsen, all three of them guys. They might run shuffling out there first next week. Pay attention.
Anybody else for Coach? All right, Coach, thank you.
All right, appreciate it.